There you go, honey. The Great Pumpkin HalloWeekends Spectacular. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Hey there, Stephen Pegg from Loves to Travel. Thanks for checking out our videos. We always appreciate you watching. This is part 2 of our Cedar Point video. Before we get started, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button below. Also the bell notification button below, because that'll get you notified when we put up future videos. Love for you to hit the like button as well. Without further ado, let us get into part 2 of our Cedar Point trip. So apparently you have to put your stuff in a locker to get on the Magnum XL 200, because they have lockers here. And I think it costs you money to rent a locker. Hang on.
It does.
But I guess you can rent the locker and use it all day long. I know you're a big fan of pumpkins.
I love pumpkins.
You know, I just wish that I was talented enough to carve pumpkins like that and not ruin the pumpkin.
So are they really pumpkins or are they
I'll
plastic?
tell you in a minute. They're plastic.
See? See?
They're plastic.
No, so they're not real pumpkins.
But they look real. That's all that matters. Theater of the mind, babe. Theater of the mind. The problem is we can't record the music, can we?
No, we can't.
So there's the Hotel Breakers. That's the resort that's attached to Cedar Point. Kind of like the resort hotels that are attached to Disney World and also Universal down in Orlando. It's one of those resorts where you can actually just walk right in, walk right out. If you've got a pass to get into Cedar Point, obviously. You can stay at the Breakers without having a pass to get into Cedar Point, and you can get into Cedar Point without staying at the Breakers. It's just a convenience, that's all it is. But I've had friends that have stayed there and said it's really nice inside, so.
And expensive.
Yeah, and expensive. Maybe someday in the future we'll try it. That would be Woodstock.
That's Woodstock?
Yeah, that looks like Woodstock.
Oh, you're right. It does look like Woodstock because of the eye right there.
And then what does the whole design remind you of?
Like the flowers at Epcot?
Like walking into the Magic Kingdom and seeing Mickey Mouse and flowers.
Right.
Right at the main entrance. Now down there they've got Snoopy. And there is Snoopy. It does. It reminds me of the flowers going into the Magic Kingdom with Mickey Mouse right there in the front entrance to the Magic Kingdom.
So we're going into Camp Snoopy Land. So that's where we're going. So
We're
this is
actually
not.
leaving.
We're leaving right now, but this is the entrance to Camp
Yeah,
Snoopy.
this is the entrance to Camp Snoopy. You think it's appropriate for HalloWeekend to have well, I guess it's an almost full moon. Gorgeous sight though. Wow. And then the pumpkins. When the full moon comes out, the werewolves howl. So I showed you the back side of Top Thrill Dragster. This is the front side of it. And if you look up this way here, honey, down there would be the entrance where they shoot you off. It speeds fast enough to come all the way down the track. And then go straight up, make the top of the turn, and come straight back down. 7.2 seconds is all this ride is, and there's waits of up to 2.5 hours when it was running.
And people can sit at the stands.
Yeah, and watch it. So, for example, if I was riding it, you could watch me from the stands. Is this the Himalaya?
Yeah, Super Himalayan. There are some rides that are not working right now.
Or not running anyway. I mean, there's somebody up in the control room, but it's not running right now. This just basically goes round and round, up and down a little bit. Gets you dizzy. The power tower with a full moon in the background, or well, almost full moon anyway. If you've been to Disney and you've ridden the Hollywood Tower of Terror, this is almost exactly like it, except for it's outside instead of inside.
And it doesn't have the theming. Well, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't have any theming at all. It just shoots you up, bounces up and down. No theming, but it's kind of like the Tower of Terror with it does the up and downs. Don't want to be scared? Purchase a no boo necklace to let our monsters know not to scare you. $15 for that. To not be scared. Would you do that for a kid if you had to? Or would you just not bring a kid here for that?
I wouldn't bring a kid here for that.
That's why you would not like this ride. That's the corkscrew.
I could tell. There's a couple screws in there.
Yeah.
A couple of
Loop-de-loops, back to back to back.
Back to back to back.
You would not like that ride at all.
I would not.
We're trying to find the haunted house.
We don't know what's at. We're like totally lost now.
I think we're close to the front of the park.
But we don't know where we're at.
But we'll just have to keep walking and find it. Honey, we found it. Do you want to go in or no?
No, but we can show them where it's at.
Yeah.
So where are we?
We're right next to the Matterhorn. And we're not going to go in. Look at the line to get in. Oh my gosh. That queue is long.
Yeah, it is. So this is one of the haunted houses here. We're not going in because the line is humongously long. Like
Plus, you don't want to be scared.
No, but it is really long. Look at it.
Well, you can buy the fast pass, the fast lane. No, I'm not going in.
This is the ferry, the Erie Estate.
Yeah, the Erie Estate. This is the entrance to the haunted house. It goes all the way around and ends up here, all the way around the back of the building and ends up here. I have been told that this is one of the best haunted houses, though, in the country.
Is it?
Yes. So if you want to really come to a haunted house, come to HalloWeekend at Cedar Point.
But you see, this is the fast pass lane, or the...
That's the fast line.
Right, and then the other one we just came...
Wraps around the back of the building.
So it's going to be a while before you get in.
Yeah, expect to wait, unless you buy the fast pass.
I don't think so, like fast pass. It's called something else.
They're called a fast break or something like that?
Something like that.
Fast lane.
Fast lane. It's called the fast lane.
Yeah, fast lane.
So that is the fast lane.
So the entrance is this way. Now, keep in mind that this is the back side of the building we just saw, and that's the queue. I would estimate you're probably going to wait 2 hours to get in. Now, I know that some of my friends, especially my friends in Michigan, would say it's worth to wait the 2 hours. So there you go.
So to give you a better overview, this is the line wrapping around the building. See?
That is a Disney line, as long as that is.
That is more than a Disney line.
That's a Toy Story Disney line when it first opened.
I think that's when Walker?
Well, let's get up a little closer and see. It's basically a swing ride. It takes you from here, right here, all the way up. Follow my finger. All the way up, all the way up. Keep going, more.
And you swing at the top.
And you swing at the top. You have a great view of Lake Erie and all of northern Ohio, believe it or not. Let's go see, make sure the name. I think you're right. I think it's Windwalker.
It's like one of the few rides I do. Okay, I apologize. The name of it is Wind Seeker.
I forgot all about the name. Yeah, Wind Seeker is the name of that. So, and we rode that last time we were here, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And you really didn't want to ride it ever again, did you?
Not when I heard someone got stuck on it.
Yeah, someone
like
got stuck
summer.
on it for like 45 minutes.
At the top.
Yeah, at the top. Still.
I love the Ferris wheel. It's like one of my favorite rides.
Let's go see what the line is.
Yeah.
I got to admit, there's a lot of things here at Cedar Point that we haven't seen. I mean, we did buy season passes so we can come back, but there's so much more to this place we haven't seen yet.
So if you want to know, our season pass was only $99.
Yeah, this is the secret that we figured out. No, you figured it out, not me. That you bought a season pass for next year, but it included the rest of this year, right?
Right.
So it's like, I think they're only open till like October or something.
Right.
But it's all of next year too. So we're going to come back and shoot more video here. We just tried to show you a little bit about the Hollow Weekend, like the decorations. They've got like the big old skeleton that's over here. I'm disappointed though, I haven't seen any monsters yet. They're supposed to have monsters wandering the park trying to scare you. And
I think I did see them earlier, but I didn't film it.
So let's go see what the line is for the Ferris wheel. I think that's it right there. I'm guesstimating, and this is just a guesstimate, that you're probably going to wait an hour.
You think so for the Ferris wheel?
Because it stops almost every other car.
That's true. It's really pretty, and we are coming back next year, so I think we're going to wrap it up.
I want to come here during the daytime when I get the view from the top. Skeletor. They have a lot of skeletons around here. So you remember when we were coming in, I was talking about Gatekeeper, the roller coaster? There's the entrance right there. And it is running now. They are running it with people. They were not running it when we came in. They were just running test cars without people. But the whole idea is up at the front entrance, I call them keyholes, that you go through and you're like, I want to say that close, maybe a little farther than that, to the keyhole in the roller coaster car. So we're actually going to call it a day, I think, honey, because it's been a walking experience.
Well, here's another haunted house. It's called Hex.
Yep.
And there is a character right there. There's a character right there. See? Hello. So there's a couple of characters there. And this one is called Hexed.
Yeah. Witches.
Is it? Witches. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, it can't be a haunted Halloween without a graveyard. Shoot the Rapids, 2010 to 2015. Paddle wheel excursions, mill race.
Oh, this is pretty cool. Those are the rides.
Yeah.
That when they went.
That used to be here.
That is pretty cool. Mill race from 1963 to 1993. Wow, this is pretty cool. As you.
Rotor back there, 1961 to 1984. Those are the rides that used to be here. That is interesting. That's actually kind of cool. Star Voyager, Wildcat. Again, all rides that used to be here. I'm going to read that because it's hard to read on the video. Over the years, our rides have increased. As a result, some are deceased. These rides may be gone, but they're not forgotten. Though their motors have stopped and their wood has turned rotten, so pause for a minute, stop making merry. All we've got is tombstones. They're too big to bury. Wow. Yeah, these are the old rides that used to be here. I rode the Mantis.
You did?
1996 to 2014, I've ridden the Mantis. Sir Rub-a-Dub's Tubs, French Frolics. Oh, Mean Streak. I've ridden Mean Streak.
That's interesting, yeah.
These are all rides. Well, some of them are rides I've ridden. Oh, look at the gondola that's sitting over there. Did you notice that?
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It fell off the gondola ride.
I like this. This is so cool here.
Yeah. Great idea. They have Squishmallows.
And of course, we had to check out the Squishmallows they have here. Why wouldn't we? What's this one? Original Sinclair.
Got a pineapple.
Pineapple.
I've got an ice cream sundae.
So we're in the shop, which is
on the other
underneath.
side.
Yeah, dude, we're in the shop underneath the gondolas.
Oh, these are just stuffed animals here. These aren't Squishmallows.
Right, the Squishmallows on the other side. And you have your Cedar Point memorabilia. And there are more things here. Oh, look at the crab.
Mermaids.
It's funny. This is like
Flounder. That looks like flounder.
Flounder.
Who does that look like?
I know, we can't say it, but
I
who
won't
knows?
say it right
It's funny
now.
they don't have yellow though. That's the funny part about it.
Let's go
And
see
that looks
what's-
like a Care Bear.
Now let's go see what's down here. I remember when I came here with our youngest on a band trip, and it turned out to be like 50 degrees and windy and rainy, and we came in shorts and tees.
And you spent like $50.
Had to spend $50 to buy him a sweatshirt and me a sweatshirt.
It took him a long time to wear it though. I think it took, he wore it for like 2 years before it broke.
Yeah, he did get his use out of it. I'll give him that one. This kid would go to band camp and wear jeans and a hoodie at band camp, and it was 90 out.
She's the reason I ride. Funny.
Yeah. You're the reason I don't ride.
He's the reason I ride. I don't ride. I did ride a couple rides today.
I will say Cedar Point is quote unquote the roller coaster capital of the world.
And there are things here for non-riders.
Besides roller coasters, yes. And one thing I do want to say, Cedar Point has been around a long time. Established in 1870.
Wow.
So in 2020, they celebrated 150 years.
This is amazing.
150 years of Cedar Point. Now, obviously, they didn't have roller coasters back in 1870, but it was basically kind of like if you look at, what's the one in New York?
Coney Island.
Coney Island. Kind of like Coney Island, where everybody would go in the summertime to the beach on Lake Erie. And it's evolved over the years into Cedar Point here. Somebody told me when we were on the train ride that the merry-go-round is one of the fastest around. There's the keyhole right there. It's going to go through the keyhole, right through those towers. And back to the Ferris wheel, it goes 22 miles an hour.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
I don't know.
Supposedly one of the fastest ones around.
So it was a beach resort, is what it was.
By steamboat from Sandusky. The Grand Pavilion was built in 1888, the oldest building in the park. It's still here. During the decade of the 90s, first decade of the 90s, the lagoons, an amusement circle, and several hotels, including Breakers. Breakers was built in 1905. I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
I did not know that. They have it's called the Coliseum here. And it was in the late 1950s they started transforming this into the modern amusement park it is now. So we're going to wrap things up today anyway here at Cedar Point, but we will be back because Peg got those incredible season passes for what, just $99, right?
Right, they're $99 when I bought them over Labor Day, but right now they're like $109.
So gets us in for all of next year and the rest of this year if we want to come back this year. So we will be back. This was a quick overview of somewhat what happens here at Cedar Point and some of the roller coasters. We didn't really ride anything today. We looked at a couple of haunted houses, but the lines were really, really long. But we will be back. So make sure you come back. Check it out, Cedar Point. If you're within driving distance of Cedar Point, season passes are a great deal. This is a great park if you like roller coasters. Thanks for watching. If you've not hit that subscribe button below, love for you to do so. Also that bell notification button below, because that'll get you notified when we put up future videos. And we'd love for you to hit that like button because that helps us out immensely. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this overview of Cedar Point. And as a Disney guy, I say, have a magical day.